Flavorful part of Iran, and so he's like Afro-Arab.
Yeah.
And they have an Arab community, and like I feel like the world doesn't really know too much about the Middle East, and that's a lot to do with the media and just, you know,
right.
People don't teach much about that stuff in school.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like I lost a lot of my culture when I did that, and like that's one thing that you can't really reverse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if I could, I would do that. But everything else, I'm really happy with.
Yeah. Because I know you have started Habibi Skin.
Yeah.
So I know that's one of your new projects. So.
Yeah. So Habibi Skin is for like, it's kind of what I've started to, I don't know how to kind of link it to my like non-profit projects that I want to start.
Yeah.
So I started Habibi Skin in order to raise awareness about different parts of the Middle East and North Africa. So different products are based on like Persia or Arabia or Morocco, and like different parts, and like raise through those products, like raise awareness on what's happening in those countries. So that's kind of why I started it, and I'm using skin because skin is something like I've struggled with my whole life in terms of appearance and just like its complications. Like,
because you spoke about you used to bleach your skin.
Yeah, with whatever I could find, like from like detergent to like hair bleaching products, like whatever I could find, I would like just put all over my body.
Yeah.
And I stopped doing that in the last few years.
It's so
it's
awesome
actually
that
like,
you are now doing Habibi Skin to kind of
like, and the thing is, like, the Middle East is like, it's like the melting pot of the world. It's in between Africa, in between Asia and Europe. So there is no one set look, one set skin type. It's like crazy. Like I have like cousins who have like their ginger hair, and, like freckled skin, and I have like very dark skinned cousins, and I have like ones who are very light. Like it's so crazy because it's so the variation is so vast in terms of like their image, like, you know. So I feel like starting like Habibi Skin like brings more awareness to that, and like also brings awareness to what's happening in those countries, and that's really, really important to me because I feel like the younger people can get themselves familiarized with that. I wish I did when I was younger, and maybe like it would have
and get to know their heritage and
because,
their you know, a community
like,
for them.
My friend, she's Middle East, she's Persian, she's like, oh, I want to get a nose job, and I was like, oh my god, don't, like you have like these ancient like features that like only like people of that area have, you know what I mean? Like for example, like Cleopatra was half Persian and half Mediterranean, and she had that kind of nose. You know what I mean? I'm like,
and there's a history to whitewash history as well, and to give historical features. You know, they whitewash them completely. We were talking about that earlier.
We're all like, a lot of people are like victims of like whitewashing who they are, and I'm one of those people. Like, and the thing is, like, there could come a time where you take it too far and don't recognize like, you know, your own features organically, and
it also takes away from, you know, people who are searching for themselves in history, and those are people that came from their region. Those are people that look like them, and it completely takes that away from them.
Like, I don't think that I'm ever gonna be not against surgery. I just want if I have children, to let them know where they're from and where they get it from, and you know, let that be what it is. You know, at least you know, because if I knew, maybe I wouldn't have done that. You know what I mean?
So segueing now into surgery, because you and I have talked a lot about surgery. So can you tell us a little bit about, like, you know, what you've gotten done, why, you know, if it's helped you, if you regret anything, like kind of where you're at now with it? Because a nose job at 17 is like the beginning. I know a lot of girls tend to do that when they turn 18 or they're legal.
I've had a BBL, I've had liposuction, but I am one of those people where the fat didn't stay. So the BBL didn't really work for me, and the lipo, it did,
Yeah.
It kind of, but like, I've always been more on the voluptuous side, I guess, like very curvy. My mom's very curvy. Everybody in her family's very curvy. So I feel like it just like gave me a push.
Yeah.
It didn't really change much. Like.
Yeah. And what kind of made you want to get that?
Everybody was doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was like, I'll do too. But it didn't really change much for me because I guess how my body metabolized the fat.
Yeah.
I've always been very like curvy and it didn't really do anything.
Yeah. So you really celebrate that you're curvy and you love that.
Now.
Yeah.
I used to wear like really long shirts in middle school to hide my thighs.
Same.
And, and that was like the era where
That's probably
like,
why we got to get along so well.
You would wear long shirts or like dresses,
covered,
leggings,
stay
like,
covered.
Wow, you know, this little part out, but like the thighs, I was like, no. I was like, these like white girls, I was like, they're so petite, and I'm like, oh my god, my freaking fat thigh. What is it like from white chicks? Like, talking
literally.
Like,
hey, little lady.
Like, I was literally like, I would cry all the time, and my mom was like so done with my shit, and she would be like, just stop, like you're losing it.
Yeah.
I've literally been losing it since I was 12.
I think it's so awesome that you now, like, I know you have a large social media presence and you are very like comfortable with your body and all these things, and I think it's awesome that you're setting a new standard even through that for, you know, you can be curvy, you can do these things.
You can be curvy, you can be whatever you want to be, small, whatever you feel most comfortable, like live that. Like you only get this body one time, supposedly.
Take care of it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Take care of it, love it. But however you see yourself in your head, you deserve to live it out because, I mean, why live with something you don't like? I mean, I'm all about the enhancements, but I'm also all about like really
loving what's already there.
What you already have. You know what I mean? And I mean, I've lived many different lives in terms of self-image.
So if you had 3 life lessons to give, what would they be? What would your 3 lessons be?
We're getting very philosophical.
Well, you know.
Life lessons.
Or lessons you've learned on this journey. Because it sounds like you've had quite a journey with like self-acceptance and all these things.
Yeah, I would. Oh, I don't know. 3 is. Because I'm still learning.
You could do 2.
I'm learning every day. Self-love is more than just like skin deep. Self-love goes as far as your mental health. Your mental health has a whole lot to do with your self-image. So make sure before you make any decisions that you're in a good place.
Yeah.
You know, good place mentally. Before you do it, make sure before any big decisions, like really weigh it out. If I could tell myself when I was younger, it would be like, are you sure you want to do this?
Yeah.
Like, know your history. Take care of your mental health before anything. Like, before you do anything in terms of like body image.
Mental health is first.
Make sure that like this is something that
where it's coming from.
Where it's coming from. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the things I feel like I involved myself with is just because of like bad mental health state or like decisions that weren't necessarily mine. Mental is everything. It's a superpower. Yeah. So if you want to be a superhero, take care of your mental health.
Yes, I love that.
Number 2, be yourself.
Yeah.
And I mean that in like a way where like you're more memorable as being yourself. You know what I mean? The authentic you. Yeah. And people love you more for it in the end. Like, don't conform to anything just because, like, whatever. Be yourself. Yeah. And if you look at history, people, like, not history, but, like, people, the most interesting people in the media are really unapologetically themselves.
Absolutely.
Who is, one of my favorite people is, you know Nikita Dragon's friend? Is it Brendan?
I don't know.
He's, like, this little Hawaiian guy, and I think he's just, like... Bretman?
Oh, my God, I love Bretman.
I love him. He's a great, like, example of being yourself.
Yeah.
I love his little hair.
So those are your 2?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us what is next for Carmela.
I'm just taking it day by day, honestly.
Aren't we all?
Hopefully finish my master's.
Okay, which is?
marketing and advertisement. I got my degree, my bachelor's degree in entertainment business, and I'm finishing it off with marketing.
I'm very proud.
But it's only really to stay in the country.
Yeah, we need her to stay. I need her to stay. I really need her to stay. Well, Carm, thank you so much for coming on and being open with us and talking.
There's a little chit chat.
This is literally, we share one brain cell.
One brain cell.
So this is the most composed we've ever been. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Obviously we did a different format this time, so let us know what you want to see. We might be back in the bathroom next time doing some makeup looks, but until then, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.